Hello, guys. Good morning. Happy coffee talk. It is 5 a.m. Monday morning. And this is my Bumblebee mug. I got it from a good friend for Christmas. I love it. It's one of my most plain mugs, but I think I love it even more just because of that. And I'm drinking Wicked Wolf coffee, which is one of my favorites. And my favorite thing about it is I set it up to brew last night. So I woke up and I got dressed and it was all ready to go, which is like such a small joy. But I'm telling you, it's like those small joys that I feel like are funny how they add up in a day. So anyways, my coffee is killer this morning. You can hear my dogs behind me. They are like breathing like monsters. I don't know what's going on. Rocky has crammed himself into that chair. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see him. But a minute ago, he was breathing like a dragon. So I don't know what was going on with him, but he was very much overstuffed into the chair is what I would say. So really cool. Before we get going, we are doing a July walking challenge. And so this walking challenge is completely for free. And you guys know that I've been walking a lot, and we're actually going to talk about it a little bit on this podcast episode, but the walking challenge is just to commit to getting 10K every day as many days as you can in July. I mean, some of you guys are going to get it every day, and some of you are going to get it some days, and some of you are going to get it for the first time. That's cool, but play. Here's why. I mean, walking at the end of the day is such a great, important, and I've talked about it for months now, but if you're not doing it, this one's a no-brainer because this one's really easy to start to, build that healthy lifestyle that you want, and walking is one of the fastest ways to do it. And even if it's hot where you live, which I know a lot of people are in some cooking climates right now, you can still get up early. Like right now at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., it's beautiful in most places, even when it's hot because the sun's not up yet. So you can go out and get a walk, and even if it's a humid, sweaty walk, whatever, like come back, take a shower, and then now your day is rolling. So join us. I will put the link in the show notes, in the bio, in all the places. It's completely for free. I would love for you to join. I really want you to invite a friend to do it too, because let's spread the walking love. Other people need to be invited to do this too. So join us, and I'm going to put that there, and join me specifically. So walking challenge in the month of July, going to be totally fun. And if you want, I actually added like app access in a free program. And so if you're interested in that, you'll see it after you sign up. But if you want to work on a pull up, you want to get stronger, you want to have some body weight workouts to do at home, I've added that in for you. So check that out. I want to talk a little bit about a morning routine, but I think this is a funny one because I've referenced morning routines before because everybody on the internet is like, you got to do your cold plunge and then your affirmations and then your quiet meditation and then your journaling, and then other people are like, just go straight to work and do it all. I mean, everybody's telling you all the things, right? And you're like, I just need something, something that does what? Well, I think that's what I wanted to ask on Coffee Talk this morning is what's the point of a morning routine? Because if you can define what the point is, then maybe you can help figure out if you want one or if you need one. So everybody's like doing all these things, and I guess the reason why is because they are saying, like, say the people who do really extensive ones, like the cold plunge and and then meditation and then a short walk and then quiet time. And then they like have this whole sequence. I think that they're doing that because if they don't do it in the absence of that, then they probably lack some clarity in their day. Maybe they lack some confidence in their day. Maybe they're just more inclined to be like all over the place if they don't have that. That would be my guess, would be because that's sort of like a high performer kind of thing that somebody would do, would be to focus, to visualize, to all do all those things. And that's what my guess is in the absence of that, they don't feel as focused. They don't feel as capable of doing the things that need to be done. Or maybe they do the wrong things. Like they get tied up in things that aren't priorities. So I think that can be like a really great reason to slow down in the morning and take some time to have some quiet time. So if you are someone who gets going and you're doing all the things and you end up doing all of the things that don't really matter and you miss the things that do, then you've somehow allowed your focus to shift from the things that are priorities to the things that aren't. And that shift of focus means that day went past without the most important things getting done. And so if that sounds like you, then adding some quiet time into your morning where you do get to think about your priorities of the day, where you do get to consider These are the things that really do need to get done today. Everything else is just bonus or gravy. If that is helpful for you, then that's a really great reason to insert that in your morning routine. Let's talk about other things in the morning routine. Movement, whether that's walking or workout. Why would you do that first thing in the morning when you first wake up? Well, I think there's a couple of reasons. One is it's done. So I think that might be probably the biggest reason for most people is if your day is busy, if it's hard to squeeze it in later, then you're going to be thinking about it all day. Man, I got to get that workout in. And instead it's like the shadow all day. Whereas if you get it done first thing in the morning, then it's just done. You've done the thing that you need to do to take care of your body, onward. So that's one great reason to do it first thing in the morning. Another reason is it actually does help you, give you like a little bit of a lift, a dopamine hit, a wake up feeling. That can be great because if you're feeling groggy, if you're like not, you don't have any get up and go, maybe you're feeling down, a little workout or a little walk can give you that lift. And then I think the other thing is just like physically, there are some that believe that getting your morning workout in is great for stimulating your metabolism. I'm pretty sure that it's negligible when it comes to just regular folks, but take what you can get. If that feels good, then knock it out first thing in the morning. So there's a lot of good reasons why you should get a workout done first thing in the morning. I think there's other things that people do in the morning, like for example, writing. People like to journal. People like to get things done creatively, writing wise. And sometimes it's devotions or something like that. So it's like a combination of reading and writing. I think, again, this could be something where if you are not setting aside time to do that, then you might not do it at all. And that perhaps later in the day, it's almost impossible to do because things are so chaos. And so if you do want to take time for studying, whatever it is, and writing, then morning can be a great time because it's kind of protected space. At least at my house, my kids aren't up yet. Nobody's calling me. Clients don't need me quite yet. They're not expecting me to get back to them at 5 a.m, so I can do whatever I want. So I think that is another reason to put that in your morning if you like it. Should some sort of breakfast or nutrition or something be in your morning routine? Yeah, probably. I think that that's key. And again, similar, what makes you feel good first thing? Like what gives you energies to start your day? What helps maybe cleanse your stomach or give you a little lift? Like if it's coffee, what needs to be is it water? Do you need to get ahead on your water? I think that's something that's really common that a lot of people do. It's a great idea is to drink a pretty decent chunk of water first thing in the morning because then they're ahead. If you're hydrated and you're ready for your day. So that can be a great thing. There's a lot of things that you can put in your morning routine, but then really the ones that need to be there are the ones that matter to you. They're the things that allow you to function in your best throughout the day. And I'll tell you what's in my morning routine most days is really more based off of feeling like I've already got to jump on the day because I like to be productive and I like to get things done. But I also am not obsessive. I think this is a character trait of mine. I'm sure it's many people, but I'm very much go type A, but then I really do, like to chill sometimes. And so my day actually goes better if I can aggressively pursue, what I need to do first thing in the morning. And then after that, I can slow it down and I can be people focused. And when I'm people focused, that's a high energy for me. And then I actually have to build in chill. So for me, my morning routine is based off of me knocking out the actual things that I need to do for myself or for Fit Me or, for anything I'm working on. I have another business called Coaching Biz Manager. So if I'm doing that, then I knock that out first thing because then I can be people focused. I can do coaching calls. I can have conversations. I can do meetings. I can back and forth later in the day. So what my morning routine looks like is I actually wake up at 4:30. I spend a half an hour just waking up, usually shower and get dressed, get myself together in some way and have some coffee. And then my best case scenario is to start with coffee talk. Because I like to do it first before I start doing all the other things and get distracted. you guys are the first people I talk to most days, and I like it that way. So I really like to knock out coffee talk first. Then I like to, if I can, write an email. I write best in the morning, and it's also, again, time that's uninterrupted. So writing is best. That's the best case scenario for me next. And then I try to do a post or two. So I'll try to do a post for Fit Me and a post for my my Instagram account, because, again, I think I feel more creative and more productive, and those need to get done. And then I just work on any of like the logistics behind the scenes, things that need to get done that make, Fit Me function behind the scenes. So I work on all that stuff. And then best case scenario is I get a walk in. If I can do all of that and my breakfast, which right now lately, I've kind of switched over into having like one English muffin and a 42-gram protein shake with coffee. That's been my breakfast lately. I kind of go in seasons. I overdid it on the eggs. Like, I had eggs for months and months, and then I couldn't have eggs anymore. But that's my morning routine. And if I can get all of those things done by 8 a.m., I feel like I have crushed it. And that feeling of crushed it just gives me a sense of like calm the rest of the day. And I don't have to feel so anxious. Like, if I am people focused, then I don't have to be thinking, oh man, I got to go get that post done, or I didn't get the email written, or we didn't get Coffee Talk released today, or I didn't get that X, Y, and Z thing built out. Like, I don't have to think about all that because it got done already. And getting the walk done for me first thing does the things that I talked to you about. Like, it gives me a sense of like physical movement, but it gives me that lift. That's my quiet time. That's when I'm like, okay, I'm either studying or I'm thinking on my walk. That's what that's for me. That's like, it's almost like meditation. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about morning routines because, again, I don't know. I mean, we've talked about them before, but I don't think I've ever talked about like the purpose of each thing. And I think if you were to like curate your morning routine, make sure that each thing has a purpose. And that purpose actually pays off big time for you. Because if you do have a purpose behind it and it does pay off, you're actually probably going to stick with it. And sticking with your morning routine is probably the only way that it's going to even matter. So in order for it to matter, it needs to have a purpose. It just can't be like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, or if I do this, this is going to create this. Like, it really does need to pay off in your life. So that's my coffee talk message for today. I really want you to join me on this walking challenge. So I'll put the link everywhere, but definitely sign up. It's going to be fun. Again, even if you can only do it part of the days, I don't care. I want you to do it because it's probably more than you would have done if you didn't, right? At the end of the day, if you're only doing a 20 to 25 minute workout, or if you're going to one class and you sit the rest of the day, you are basically sedentary. So let's shift that a little bit. Let's not be sedentary. Let's get moving in July, and sign up for that walking challenge. So I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.